It was the first time that I've done a hike, and I literally was like, I could die. And that's a really scary feeling. Figured I'd show you the gams. All of my banged on my knee, plenty of scratches, bug bites. Got some rashes from falling all down the shin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's from my, I don't know if you can see that. That's from my real bad fall. But yeah. I went through hell today. Mountain number 1. Mount Skylight. There's the big baddie. Mount Marcy, that's next. I'm going up that whole range. Mountaintop number 1 complete out of 14 today. And it looks like I got some rain clouds heading in, so I'm gonna head down. Woo! Here we go. Let's go. Over there, you can see avalanche. That's Mount Colden. Did that yesterday. So I came down on the right side of the avalanche. Came down that way, but avalanche, beautiful mountains. That, where is it there? That's the lake I was gonna camp at. Then I heard thunder. I said nope. I just got this big ass rock to climb up. 9 a.m. Mount Marcy. A little bit of a view left. There's the sun. I got a big old cloud though, so keep tracking. Let's go. I believe that one's next. 10:24. Number 3. Baby haystack. Baby haystack. I got that next to me. That's regular haystack. And I gotta come back to go hit the other ones. So this will be mountain 3, mountain 4, and then mountain 5. I'm counting it. Mountain number 4 complete. Mount Haystack. 11:14. Mountain 5. Back on Little Haystack. Now we're gonna go down that way and that way. And luckily, there's this guy I met who had some aqua mira, and I was able to filter my dirty water, or whatever, clean my dirty water. And I'm gonna hit Snow Campsite here. Once I get off this mountain, I'm probably like half a mile. And I think that's the last spot for water until essentially the end of the day. So I'll get a couple more liters of dirty water, and hopefully I find someone else who I can borrow their filter along the way. This is not a great trip to have my Sawyer break on me, but I had enough fuel to boil, a cup and a half at a time, as stupid as that was. And I've already borrowed 2 people's water cleaning systems, so thank God for nice people. Guys, I won't lie. I have 6 more mountains to do today. Well, 7, I guess. Girl, I'm like halfway up Basin Mountain right now. This shit had me crying. Like, my pack probably weighs like 30 to 35 pounds right now, and like trying to like scale vertical mountain, like just like rock sheets. There are like some obstacles in this past section that I was like, what the fuck? And I just like, I got so overwhelmed and I started crying. I just like, it's so fucking hard. Hopefully it shouldn't be as bad, but like, holy shit, this range is kicking my ass and making me strong. Anyway, I'll show you my legs. This is what I'm working with right now. Stepped in plenty of mud. Took a pretty big fall. It's like a big rash. I don't know if you can see that. But 6 more mountains to go. This is number 6 too. So I'm like halfway there. Okay. If I ever come back to the Adirondacks, don't do Basin. Don't do Basin. Just don't do it. Alright. Backside of Mountain 6, Basin Mountain. Hopefully, that's the worst of it. Holy shit. Only one way to find out. And it's already 1 o'clock, so we gotta go. Alright, so I got up to Saddleback and I didn't even bother to take a video up there. I was so sketched out. Yeah, that was very, 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 very sketchy. Pretty much just fucking crack climbing. Oh, here's an outlook. Crack climbing, open face. Yep, 30 pounds on my back. Literally a section where I'm like, no feet, I'm 5'3". Just like sealing my way like a little baby seal up this mountain. But anyway, here's a view. I had to stop halfway through. Thankfully there was a ledge, and like eat something, which I couldn't eat because I was so nervous. And then I took 2 shits because I was so scared. Like I really need to just calm down. Legs are shaky. There's no way I'm calming down. So it's like I either have to get airlifted out of here, or I have to face every fearful bone in my body right now and keep going. And I chose to keep going, thankfully in the company of someone else. The trail crew guy said something about the Gothics were sketchy, something about Armstrong was sketchy. And like, I just don't know if I can do it with this fucking pack on my back. Everyone else that I've seen has maybe 10 pounds on their back, like very small backpacks. And I have a bear can. I have a bear can and a tent and a sleeping pad and like 3 liters of water. It's a lot of weight pulling me backwards, and I've had to chuck my bag down rock slides so that I could rock slide, because I could just see myself wearing the pack and then that like tumbling me down. I've had to take it off to throw it up above a ledge because I knew if I tried to climb with it on, I would come tumbling down. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright guys, at this juncture. So Gothics 0.6, Armstrong 1.5. We got a lean to 4 miles. And what I just did was Saddleback and Basin, which is crazy to think Basin was only 1.5 away. I don't know guys, I might just have to bail. Like, coming down this last mountain wasn't terrible at all. It's just, I got a look at Gothics, and like a family was doing it, a kid was doing it, but it just looked straight up. And it, you know, I guess this one has like cables you hold on to, which with 30 pounds on my back pulling me the other direction, I just don't know if I have it in me. I mean, it's only 0.6 away, but then if I do Gothics, then I gotta do Armstrong. And I think Armstrong was even sketchier. And that last mountain, especially because I'm alone, it was the first time that I've done a hike. And I literally was like, I could die. And that's a really scary feeling. Like, this pack is weighing me down so much, and it's like I'm climbing up such a steep cliff with nothing but my hands. And like, part of that I was holding my trekking poles in the other hand. It's stupid, but so really like 1.5 hands. And that was the first time where I was like, I could die up here. I could easily see myself slipping and just rolling down for miles and miles. So, and like, I've hit like 7 peaks today. I'm fucking tired. So, I don't know, feels bad to quit, but maybe my body is just wanting me to calm down. I got what I needed out of this trip. I went swimming, lots of hiking, lots of mountain peaks. I just looked at Gothic and I was like, do I really want to be up there right now? Like, do I want to be at the top? And the answer was no. I'm really grateful that I made it, but I just don't know, like, if I didn't have a pack on, it would be so much easier. But the fact is that I've been here for 3 days and I've, all of the backpacking shit. And maybe, when I come back next time, I can do this range the opposite direction and end at Gothic. Yeah, it sucks to quit, but I just don't think if I were to continue on, I don't think I'd be in the right mindset. And I don't need, like, that would only serve me really poorly. Like, nothing good would come out of that, so sucks, but I did good. I know I probably did 40 miles anyway. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come back and talk to him about how he's going down, because I might just follow him back to like whatever parking lot and then maybe hike to Snow or Rooster from the bottom instead of finishing the traverse. Alright, time to stop crying. So, hiking like the last half mile to where I'm gonna tent for the night. Pretty close to where I started. And ultimately I'm happy with my decision. The guy that I met going up Saddle, I ended up following him and we just took a route, in the valley. And ended up just chatting to him. And we talked about all sorts of stuff. And I mean, it reminded me of being on trail, you're just getting in deep with complete strangers. And it's so funny how the trail does that. He brought me to the lodge. I got potable water there. And he mapped out some spots for me to go for the night. Yes, it's sad that I had to bail, but ultimately I got a new friend, or at least a good conversation, and I got lots of water. And I learned a lot of lessons. I learned never underestimate the mountains. Probably don't try to do this trail ever again with a 30-pound pack. And listen to your gut. Listen to your body. I also had this experience I was about to go down Mount Colden, down the backside, and this family, his like dad ran after me. He's like, I just want you to know that trail's closed. Yeah?
Are you going down this way?
Yeah.
The Avalanche Pass trail's closed.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I didn't know if you knew. We saw you going. I just wanted to say something.
Oh, shit. And you could see, like, off the back end of Mount Colden, there was an avalanche runoff. You could see it clearly. There's still snow. I was like, I think I'm gonna go try it. And then, like, I'm starting the descent, and, like, the wind is, like, blowing. And I was like, is this the universe telling me not to go down? And the further I got down, like, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna suck if I have to, like, hike out this all the way back up. But ultimately, it was just a steep, slabby trail, and I don't think the trail that I did was the trail that was closed. I think it was when I got down to Colden Lake. If I were to take a right and go to Avalanche Lake, I think that part's closed. But there was nothing about the trail I did that was extraneous or anything that I hadn't seen before. Maybe some downed trees, but also just look at these mushrooms on this tree. Super cool. Anyway, so the lesson that I learned there was like, you know, don't let like strangers scare you into doing something that, because like if he never said anything, my experience was I never saw a sign, so I would have done it anyway, you know. So, you know, don't let Disney dads scare you into thinking that something is unsafe. Which, you know, I guess really the lesson comes back to listen to your gut, because I talked to a couple trail maintenance guys. One of them was like, oh yeah, you'll be good, you'll be good. And Saddleback, everyone says it's sketchy, but it's not that bad. And Saddleback is when I realized that I could die. Which again, I think it's just the weight that's on my back. Because there were so many times during this trek where I had to like physically take off my pack and slide it down a mountain and hope that it didn't roll off over the edge, or like whip it up because I knew that I couldn't climb with it on. It would yank me off the mountain. And like my trekking poles, so many times where I just chucked them down. Like it sucked. It sucked. It is like the hardest trail I think I've ever done. And I did the AT. I did Mahoosic Notch, you know, in the rain. Yeah, that was the hardest. Today was the hardest hiking I've ever done. And that was serious. So, just listen to your instinct, listen to your body. I just did not have it in me today. And the positives are, I'm still camping like 2 miles, less than 2 miles I think, to where I started. I still get to have breakfast at that diner. You know, I get to just enjoy my morning and take it slow and lessen in the ego too, you know. Can't let your ego get ahead of you. So, that's all. I believe I'm pretty close to the lean-to. Oh yeah, I think it's over there. Alright. I think I'm gonna end here. I don't really think there's anything interesting that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe like the diner, I'm gonna get a slice of pie, but like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with any of these videos, if anything at all. And most of them are vertical, so like, I don't know. It's not like worth making a YouTube video out of it. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But if anyone is watching this, I guess I hope you enjoyed this story or the experience. And if you want to do the Great Range Traverse, augmented. I'll show my route, what I actually did, but you know, the planned route versus what I actually did. And like, I have full faith that I could have done the full traverse today had I not had this thing on my back. The bear can, the tent, you know, like if I had just had like a day pack on or like some water, I'm sure it would be fine. So please, if you're gonna do this, please do not do it as part of your backpacking journey unless you can have someone look after your pack or a lodge or something. But yeah, I think this is my tent site for the night. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this last night in the Adirondacks. All right, bye.